gamers, gals, my non-binary pals. Welcome to Master Duel. I am your host, the currently #1 greatest duelist on the platform at Gold Tier 5. I woke up at about midnight and turns out Master Duel got released, and I just woke up and just poured like $100 into it and decided to hyper grind ranked, and this is what I decided to take all the way to gold. And if you want to see that win-loss history, it is quite juicy. I think I've only lost like 4 games. Let's take a look at this real quick. Let's look at this. Win. This was a disconnect. This doesn't really count. Lose, win. It's like so many wins. Trillion wins. What did I play? What did I play? When all else fails, return to Invoked. We're playing Mech Knight Invoked. This is one of my most favorite decks I ever got to play because it is really brainless and you get to just absolutely shit on everyone. So for those of you who don't know, Master Duel is a best of 1 format with no side decking. So that makes decks like these a lot better to be able to just sort of anti-meta haymaker people. So let's just get into the card by card because this is the OCG. We're playing 3 Max C. This card is really fucking goofy. Every turn I resolve Max C, every game I resolve Max C, I either won or my opponent passed her turn. And then I won. It was absolutely insane. 3 Effect Failure. This could arguably be Infinite Impermanence because obviously Call by the Grave at 2 exists as well as Crossout Designator. However, drawing multiple Veilers off of Max C is really powerful. And I just think that having the Light attribute with Invoked is obviously just, you know, a whole lot better synergy than maybe the Imperm that at best sets up a column. They both have their pros and benefits. Obviously pick whichever one works for you. We got 3 Ash Blossom because it's the best hand trap, and 3 Nibiru. It is really good when people aren't expecting it in the main deck. So yeah, once you reach higher ladder, a lot more people are starting to play like combo or at least more intensive decks that play into Nibiru. So Nibiru becomes a lot better at higher ladder. For Invoked, 3 Alistair, 2 Invocation, 2 Meltdown because it's limited for some godforsaken reason, and 1 Terraforming. Obviously standard Invoke ratios. For consistency, we are running 3 Pot of Prosperity, and the Mech Knights, we are going to be listing off 3 Purple Nightfall because it is without a doubt the best one. It acts as a sort of wind-up rabbit in the sense where it's able to tag out continuously and just keep generating advantage. Absolutely insane. 2 Mech Knight Blue Sky. This card isn't great to open, mainly because he's kind of shit on his own. The thing with Purple Nightfall is that if you're able to get it onto the board and do some stuff with it, even turn 1, like you're not adding anything crazy, but you're able to at least establish some sort of resource loop. Meanwhile, Blue Sky just kind of acts as a Cyber Dragon. Not really that good. 1 Yellow Star, 1 Red Moon, and 1 Indigo Eclipse. Indigo Eclipse is because we're playing the World Legacy Secret trap, and red and yellow are just because I want to have removal options, especially in a best of 1 format. For the Mech Knight trap, obviously World Legacy Secret, really powerful stuff if you are playing the Indigo Eclipse, where you're able to, say, summon Mech Knight of the Morning Star, pitch the Indigo Eclipse after searching it off of a Mech Knight Blue Sky, and then you're able to have 2 negates because the Indigo is able to move to 2 different zones. And finally, we have the blind second staple of Lightning Storm. It's okay in this deck. It's not amazing because Lightning Storm isn't always able to put in as much work as I'd like to because some boards just end on like 1 or 2 set pass. But additionally, the thing that fucks it up is that it actually does its job too well sometimes because it destroys your opponent's cards, which means they don't have columns. You don't have columns set up for it anymore, and that can sometimes fuck with your plays. I remember one of my games, I was like, wait, I Lightning Stormed them for 4. How am I killing them? Because I didn't have any fault. They had like 3 cards in hand, and I just realized I had like 3 Mech Knights. I'm just like, shit. Fortunately, Normal Summon Alistair got us there. Anyways, without a doubt, the best package in the game, in my opinion. If you're going to be playing a blind second deck, you have to be playing this. You have to be playing the Neos Fusion package with the Elemental Hero Neos and the Rainbow Dragon. Is it really expensive? Because that is 5 ultra rares. Yes, you kind of have to play it. Also, yes. The amount of games that you're able to just completely steal, simplify, or just flat out OTK win with the Neos Fusion package is absolutely incredible. This is literally just Fusion Destiny, but like for going second. Like, do not sleep on this. Please play it. And obviously extra deck. This is just invoke stuff. Three invoke Mechaba. We're usually gonna banish one off of the prosperity anyways. You never really go to the third one, but just nice to have. One Aguades, one Purgatrio, one Rainbow Neos, one Secure Gardna, one Almirage, one Halkify Rex for the Celine and access code line because we are running tuners in Ash Blossom and Effect Veiler, Nightmare Phoenix, Nightmare's Unicorn, Verite Anaconda, and Mekk-Knight of the Morningstar. So, would I recommend this deck to sort of really hyper in tunnel build? No. This deck has a lot of expensive cards, and although a lot of them are pretty stable, you kind of need a really high concentration of these because that's just kind of how you need to play blind second decks. Blind second decks kind of rely on having a very large centralized pool of really great going generic staples, and in paper it's a lot more affordable because the Nibiru's are maybe like $10, Veilers are like pennies, Ash Blossoms, everyone's got Ash Blossoms. And outside of like Lightning Storm and Prosperity, which can obviously be replaced with like Twin Twisters or Cosmics, and the Prosperities can be replaced with like Pot of Desires, unfortunately in Master Duel, this is a very, very expensive deck. Like, we can count out each and every Ultra Rare. We got 1 on the Neos, 3 in the Ash Blossom, 6 in the... We got 7 in Maxi, 10 in Ash, then we've got 11 in Rainbow Dragon, 14 in Nibiru, 15 in this guy, 18 in Lightning Storm, 21 in the Neos Fusions, and that's not even counting the extra deck, where you've got like Hulk, which is 22, Celine 23, Access Code 24, Verite's 25, Almirage is 26. This is a very expensive deck, and I think Master Duel just kind of has a problem where their crafting system isn't super duper amazing, because packs in this game are really expensive. You can at best with $100 maybe build 1.5 decks. For $125, you can get relatively far, but that's only with the welcome bundles. That's only with the tons and tons of like free package gems that I managed to invest in very large quotations. Master Duel has a very bad economy, in my opinion, when it comes to buying packs. It is like 10 times worse than Duel Links. Packs in this game are like $2 each in real-time currency. It is really predatory in my opinion, but overall, that's just kind of how the way the news goes. Obviously, if you're able to just grind and grind and grind, you're able to get some sort of semblance, but again, this just sort of has this inherent issue that I think isn't super friendly to a lot of new players. So, that's about it. Obviously, play whatever you want in Master Duel, have fun with it, and yeah, take it easy.